What's up, everybody? I'm Rick,
And I'm Anna.
and welcome to a reaction to the Promised Neverland Season 2, Episode 7. And last time we got the backstory, kind of how Norman survived. It was pretty thrown out there, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I would have liked to seen it. I would have liked it to be developed more.
Yeah.
But we got what we got, and now we're introduced to new characters also who escaped with him from the
Who are saying Norman is very different from.
from what he used to be. Yeah, so he was sent to an experimental or farm where they experiment on people. So I'm sure what he saw fucked him up, and now he hates the demons even more, and now he's ready to execute his plan of killing all of them.
Let's see how this plan goes.
Yeah.
Especially with Emma not being on board with it.
Emma is not on board. Emma wants to coexist with the.
Peacefully.
That's not happening, especially
That's not happening.
because they said they need to eat humans to sustain themselves. So
It's not even a matter of we can convince them. Like, no, it's a need.
something has to give, right?
Yeah.
So who knows what the end result will be. They also have this idea that because they met two demons who said they were not eating meat, human meat for a while, then maybe there is a way for demons to survive.
Right. But one of those Norman seemed to be pretty scared of when he realized.
The girl. So let's see what he has to say about her.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out about that.
Episode 7.
Oh, it's them.
Saw them again. He's only heard about them. He seemed pretty
Yeah.
upset.
Whatever he heard
Yeah.
must be terrible.
It seemed very personal when he was reacting.
700 years?
As a savior in a starving town. So it's interesting what he just said though. After the promise, but before the farm system was established, 700 years ago. There's a 300-year gap here. What were they doing with those humans?
No, just like it wasn't a system. They were just keeping them somewhere. And
Yeah, and having them reproduce and just
Yeah.
eat them. With a sip of her blood. So there goes your
Yeah.
solution.
So where are those people?
They have a king. They ate everyone with that blood. That's messed up. So I guess you were right? The temple must be in her. If it was 700 years ago, because
Yeah.
that was my thought process. Like, why would they build a temple to just this young girl, right? But if she's been there for 700 years and she's kind of a legend of someone who saved the town from
Yeah.
famine,
Back then.
yeah, then they would pray to something like that.
Right. Hoping that she would return.
Mm-hmm.
どうして人的な格差を作るよりこの世界を好きに支配できるだろうだから捕らえて殺して独裁してそういうことじゃない
Very political way of saying things.
人間との戦いどうこうって以上に退化した鬼を人型に戻す力を持っている僕らの計画において極めて不確定な危険要素だ
Dangerous element. So yeah, he doesn't see her existence as not a solution,
Yeah.
but just as a threat to his
plan.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming she gave her blood to Sonju. That's why.
Yeah, that's why he's with them. And
But he still wants to eat humans.
mhm.
So at this point, it's even worse because it's not a necessity; it's a sport.
Yeah. But that's also why she wasn't saying anything, right? While he was talking about eating humans, she wasn't like, "Yeah, me too. I want to eat some humans."
Yeah.
She was kind of like, "Huh." Right. So to her, that's she doesn't want to necessarily.
Right.
She
Also, if she's been around for 700 years, she must have seen a lot. You know.
Though she did say that it's the first human she talked to. Emma and the others.
Yeah, true. In 700 years, wow.
Yeah. One thing though, I don't know. How do you feel about that? I feel like, not that it doesn't make sense, right? They write it into the story. It's their world. We were never told that something like this couldn't happen, so sure, I'll take it. It kind of feel like an easy way out, right? Because we were talking in a previous episode, like there is no way they can find a middle ground,
Yeah.
and here comes the middle ground as a magical blood of someone.
I don't know. It makes sense.
I would
don't
have
mind.
liked for them to have to make a sacrifice, right? Just like it was the case with the kids, right? In the end, we have to come to an agreement that not all of the kids can escape right now.
Yeah.
At the end, I would have liked Emma to come to an understanding of like, maybe I have to dirty my hands a little bit, right? For the sake of my friends and family. And I guess she'll probably end up with that outcome still, because there are people with her blood who still want to eat humans.
So just because they can survive without humans doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be okay to coexist with the humans.
Exactly. Some of them might be.
It also gives us an answer though, because we were wondering how long can they live? Long, apparently. Very long.
700 years.
So I think it's all about how long can they sustain themselves.
How much can you eat? Yeah.
Yeah. So if they can sustain themselves permanently, like constantly, then they can live forever.
I wouldn't be surprised if the king and all of them, right? They're the same one. The nobles and the king, they're the same one from 1,000 years ago.
Yeah. Also, the nobles and the king, they ate the other
people with the blood. Yeah.
So they don't actually need humans, but they are still getting the best.
The best meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because to them it's still delicious and it's still.
Right.
She's getting agitated.
Yeah. But it came out the wrong way.
If your favorite food told you not to eat it, would you? He has a point.
Yeah.
A lot of them will just keep eating you because
they can.
You're tasty.
Yeah. Really?
Really? At Gracefield is the gate to the human world?
Yeah. So ironic.
Okay, so
yeah, he's pointing that thing out. He's the first one to say it.
There's no way that humans will accept us there.
Yeah.
That also explains, right, what the sister was saying. Sometimes humans come in the headquarters, I don't know where from.
Yeah.
They look important.
Through the gate.
So some of them do come through the gate.
Yeah. Huh. By humans?
Yeah, we gotta keep the
alliance. They're not your friends though.
I guess the girl is their friend, right? It's the guy who wanted to eat them. One thing though that she's not considering is he doesn't have to listen to you.
Yeah.
You don't have to participate in the plan if you don't think it's a good plan, but also he doesn't have to
not
stop.
do it. Yeah. But that's the point, right? The three of them, they were always friends. They were gonna do this together.
Yeah, but I think he's past that point, right? The way he's talking is very certain that this is the best solution.
Oh.
This is the future I desire.
Norman!
I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
I agree.
ただし期限は3日7日5日
5 days. It's not a lot.
それでいいレイはエマと一緒に探す決まりだね5日待つありがとうそれで十分だよ
And what do you hope to do?
Bring them here and try to convince him.
ああすぐ行く
Why is this guy hiding his
Yeah.
face?
I think maybe he has some kind of deformity
Yeah,
because
it's
of
been-
the experiments.
Yeah.
You think he'll wait?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
都合が良く悪くもないが
Friends
Oh,
with
wow.
demons. Oh, she's has a lot of hatred.
Yeah, she has a short fuse.
あいつは鬼を殺したくないなんでだよなんでだよなんでなんだよ鬼ってのはそういうんじゃないそういうんじゃないだろ
I think that's part of the experiment. Oh,
Oh my god, and they have to keep taking the drugs.
yeah.
Yeah, I would hate the demons too.
Yeah, I would definitely.
シスザジマ
ボスはこっち側だよなボスはボスだよな迷ってなんかないよな
Oh, we don't get the
What,
answer.
what did he say? I want to know.
But I'm sure he'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
And not in 5 days.
Yeah, he'll do it the next day as planned.
なんだってそんな
本気か本当に見つけてきたら
Okay, so we just told them he
Okay.
agreed.
まさか
Oh, okay.
この計画を変更するつもり
No intention of altering the plan.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's messed up.
Oh, wow.
ここまでやった無理後に引かない
Wow. The eyes of a killer. Like when Emma killed the bird.
Mhm.
たち退化させて仲間同士家族同士を殺し合わせて絶滅させるなんてどれだけの恐怖と憎しみを生み出すのか
If you don't cut their food supply, then you're letting them eat people.
Right.
You're their food supply.
腹減って見境がなくなって後悔しない未来を選びたいの
Hi, mine, all our hopes and dreams of a perfect world.
ムジカたちだけじゃなくて私たちを襲ってくる鬼まで助けるってことでしょこいつおかしいんだよ
まあそれがエマだよな
They got used to her.
するよエマが俺らにもちゃんと話してくれたんだ
So what's your whole thing? Like, how do you see all of this? I've been wavering.
Like
A
when
lot
she puts it
watching
when
it.
she puts it that way, I'm kind of on her side here, you know, a future that I won't regret. If my only chance of survival is to eradicate a whole species from the face of the earth, then maybe I shouldn't survive.
Yeah, that's one way to see
You
it.
know?
Definitely, yeah. But are those the only solutions?
I mean, of course not. Ideally, the demons would get the blood and not need human meat, and they would not hunt humans.
yeah, but let's
anymore.
say you didn't have that, right? Because, like I said, I feel like this was introduced as
Okay.
the solution, right? But if you really have to think of what should I do, I think just like you said, it's right. It's totally right. If my only chance of survival is to not is to eradicate an entire species, and maybe I shouldn't survive. From the other side, though, if they all escape like that was their original plan, and she said, "Oh yeah, but we shouldn't escape and then just let them die anyway." Now, if me escaping means that they all
They all
die,
die,
then
then
maybe they
so
shouldn't
be-
survive.
Yeah, true.
So I think if I was her, I would be more on the side, or if I was one of the kids here, I would be more on the side of, okay, sure, you're probably right that we shouldn't just kill all of them out of spite or revenge, which seems to fuel a lot of their feelings here.
Yeah.
But
Fear.
also, we're not just gonna let them eat us either.
Right.
So we're just gonna leave and they can do what they do.
Yeah. And natural selection. Some of them will be able to live off of just eating other types of meat, and
I mean, they'll just change, right? They'll
yeah,
over time they'll transform into another type of being.
yeah,
I don't know. Her idea is so like idealistic, right? Of, oh, but we can all dance around the fire together. Like,
yeah. That can't happen.
no.
It can't happen because you have only one of two situations. Either they survive the way they have so far and they eat us, or we survive and take away their food source.
And even if you introduce that element, that blood, then with the blood they don't need to eat us. But Norman was right.
Yeah.
Would you stop eating your favorite food just because you don't need it, or
Right.
just because the food told you stop eating me?
Yeah.
Probably not. Well, actually, if my food told me stop eating me, I probably would stop.
I would. Yeah.
But still, they live in a world where they eat things that talk and they don't mind, right?
Right.
And so even if the food says don't eat me, like we eat every day an array of stuff that you don't need to survive, right?
Yeah. True.
You eat it because it's good, you eat it because you like it. So they're not gonna stop just because they don't need to eat.
True.
So then what do you do with your wonderful plan, Emma?
But that's the thing, She thinks, or at least she hopes that people can see her way.
もうこれでエマは危険な目に遭わなくて済むと
I guess they're just gonna go with a mix of both. Right? Because she felt bad about the idea of escaping and leaving them there to die.
Yeah.
So if we just give them the blood and then we escape, then that's not our problem anymore.
Right.
They'll survive and they'll find something else to eat. I think that's where this is gonna go.
Probably. It's possible. Yeah.
まったく相変わらずだなノーマンは少しは俺たちを信用しろ
Naive is the word I would use, I guess, to describe her.
Yeah. But it's interesting how they see it.
認めさせなきゃな
Norman hasn't changed at all.
ギルダ
When really
貸して
they painted this picture of Norman is
He's
completely
different
different,
now,
but
yeah.
really he's not. He's still just
俺とエマだけじゃ限界があるからな
He's doing the same thing in a different way.
yeah, or at another level.
でもソンジュとマジカ今どこにいるの
Yeah, where are you even
Yeah.
gonna begin to look?
ないだろうしあでも今の時期ならひょっとしてあそっかお渡り鳥
Oh no, he lied.
Yeah, he said they didn't experiment on him. They did.
They did. Yeah.
Oh, wow. He's dying.
エマありがとう
Oh, so are we gonna see what happened? Remember, he opened the door with a shocked face.
Yeah.
こっちよ
こんばんは。はじめまして、ノーマン。
That sounded like a...
Like a human?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. We didn't really see
Yeah, but I think
much.
that means that next episode is the flashback, right?
Yeah, probably.
So I'm happy that they're showing it to us, at least what happened on his side. Seems like he was experimented on and he's dying.
Possibly.
Yeah. And I was about to say before we saw all of this that I don't think the three of them survived to the end of the show. And here, I guess they gave us the
and
answer.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like like when they showed that when they started talking about how back then Norman sacrificed himself, I kind of got the feeling that this story will still lead to him dying in the end somehow.
Yeah. I was more imagining it in a way of like when they said the door is at Gracefield. In my head, I saw like, oh, they're escaping through the door, and then someone has to stay back and sacrifice himself to allow them to escape, or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think they'll do that? They'll use the.
I-
Do you think they'll go to the human world?
They wouldn't introduce something like that and never use it, especially
True.
since they plan on going back to the farm anyway.
Yeah.
So at the same time, they'll just escape. And I think it's gonna go like I said, right? To satisfy Emma, they'll give the blood to everyone, right? They have to get rid of the king somehow and the nobles so that they don't interfere. Then give the blood to the demons,
Right.
or just have the girl.
I mean, really,
have the girl do her
all they need to do is help them get rid of the king and
Yeah.
the nobles, and then she's there.
And then she can do her thing, right?
Yeah.
And then they leave, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about them dying anymore.
Right.
That way, she's happy. They've escaped. Are the humans on the other side happy? Who knows?
I mean, as long as it doesn't affect them,
Mhm.
probably. Do you think the humans on the other side even know about this? Because the guy was talking about it, the Sonju, and he was saying like, I don't know, it was 1,000 years ago. That's what I heard, stuff like this.
Mhm.
How much do you think the humans from the human world are aware of what is happening here?
I think a lot.
You think there's like the regular humans know that
Oh,
they are
the
still
regular
breathing?
people in
Yeah.
the street? Oh, probably
I mean,
not.
of course,
Yeah.
there are some. Obviously, we have evidence that there was contact between them. But I mean, the regular humans. Do you think they
Oh.
know? Like, oh, I've heard 1,000 years ago we were.
It's
living
probably in the history books, right? They know about it, but they don't. It's not something they
like
think
it's
about.
so long ago,
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's like a story. It's like something that
Yeah.
you read that happened to someone else, in a completely different time.
Mhm. Maybe we're those humans. We'll see if we get the flashback and our next reaction. If you want to see that, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed already, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever our next video drop. Like this video if you did. Comment in the comment section below and have a nice day.
Bye bye.